Hey friends, I got a dream I want to share with you guys from Debbie. It says, hello, here's another dream I had about 4 months ago. I was in the house just relaxing, not caring about anything. There was a woman hurrying, packing things in boxes. She told me to get packing so I can pick out a room at the new house. Then I went over to a table and sat down, and there was a big glass window with white see-through curtains. I pulled back the curtains and looked out the window, and I saw high up, like a tower, a building. I saw dirty, fast-flowing water. People were swimming to safety, and cars just driving into it, not caring. They all seemed to be laughing and not scared. They acted like it was funny. I saw a woman in a yellow convertible drive right into the floodwater, saying, "I can make it." Her car sank in the water. She swam to the other people laughing. They all thought it was funny. Then a little girl with a long straight hair, black hair, sat across from me and said nothing to me. I said, "Hello, Stella." Then I looked back out the window, and I saw big chunks of ice floating in the clear blue water that looked very cold. The chunks of ice started to get blocked, so I said to the little girl, "We better get packing and go so we can pick out a room," before they were all gone. The woman who was packing up before said something about car keys, but I don't remember what it was. Then I was taken outside. I felt in my spirit I was in New York City. New York City. Most of the buildings were knocked down, and it was black and cloudy, and it was black and cloudy out, and it seemed to be ash all over the place. There were twisted and mingled buildings and other things all over. So stop here for a minute. So we have floodwaters coming. We have tsunami coming. We have a volcano that's in Yellowstone National Park coming. We have a whole bunch of things coming. Now, according to this dream, you had a tsunami and you had ash coming down at the same time. It's like, well, but shouldn't both of those be isolated events? Yeah, they could be isolated events, but what would it have to happen for these both these floodwaters coming, tsunamis coming, ash coming down from the sky from the supervolcanoes? What would have to happen in order for all these things to take place at once? Any answers? I'll give you a clue. It's a pole shift. Well, that's the answer, actually. Pole shift. It's the return of Jesus Christ. Pole shift. Pole shift, then rapture. I did a video on it. Some people are having dreams. It's a pole shift. Something to do with this pole shift coming. We are overdue for by 650,000 years since our last one. It was supposed to be one every 350,000, 400,000. Help me out here, guys. And this pole shift's going to come. And at a pole shift, what's going to happen? Well, it's going to mess up the continent. It's going to shove a whole bunch of water in a whole bunch of different places at one time. It's going to make the volcanoes these super volcanoes are on eggshells anyways. Man, if you start shifting the outer crust of the earth starts moving, those super volcanoes are going to blow. Guaranteed they're going to blow. So now what's going to happen? You have ash coming down, you got tsunamis coming your way, you got floodwaters coming, and you have the rapture taking place. Either right before, during, or even right afterwards. But it's right around that pole shift. Now, so, I only saw men, let's see, let's go back to the dream here. I felt in my spirit, it was New York City, okay. And most of the buildings were knocked down, and it was black and cloudy out. It seemed to be ash all over the place. I only saw men with briefcases walking and running all over the place. I do not know what caused this to happen, but I think it was a bomb. And then I heard there was a tsunami coming, and I started to look for safety when I heard, like over a speaker, no, there are 2 tsunamis coming. So, the bomb. Okay, well, we also know that leaders are going to blow off a nuclear bomb in the Atlantic Ocean that could trigger a tsunami, strategically placed atomic bombs in the Earth's crust that they are going to set off. I mean, obviously, it's blatant obvious. It's in their money. You can see it. If you get the black lights of folded dollar bills, you can see how the water comes over the top of the buildings. The exact same thing happened with 9/11. You can fold the dollar bills up. You see how the two towers, World Trade Centers in 2001, 9/11, burned down. So, heads up. And so there are 2 tsunamis coming. I looked down the once road toward the ocean, and I saw a huge iceberg, and a giant piece of ice fell into the ocean and was going to cause a tsunami. Hold on a second. What the heck are icebergs doing in the Bay of New York City? Is that because there was a pole shift? That the continent of the United States goes swing up to the north? We had icebergs coming down. There ain't no icebergs near us right now. But and not even during the winter. That's all up north, right? I don't think there are any down south in the lower southern part of the Atlantic. No, they're all up north. Yeah, but now if there's a tsunami, and now if there's a pole shift, everything's going to turn topsy-turvy. So, go back here. So I got her. Let's see. I looked down the road. The iceberg, a giant piece of ice, fell into the ocean and was going to cause a tsunami. I said to myself I had to go back and tell Stella, the little girl. I got her and we hid behind a broken down building. We keep peeking back to see if it was coming, and I did not want to tell Stella what was going on or happened. I did not want her to be scared. And then I saw the huge tsunami coming, but it was about to come at us when I woke up. I was glad I was awake and out of there. But when I went back to sleep, I was there again. And I said, God, I do not want to be here. I started walking thinking maybe I can be ahead of the tsunami. I walked and looked down and said to myself, this looks like it used to be a train station, and it looked like I was walking on a twisted up trains. I said, I cannot beat the tsunami. I am barefoot. I will cut my feet up very much. I went back to the same building to hide behind and look down towards the road where the ocean was. But this time I saw a huge iceberg and a huge stony mountain. The huge stony mountain broke off some stones and rocks and caused a second tsunami. This time I was alone. I keep looking back waiting for it to come. Slowly water started flowing in, and then I saw it coming towards me. And it was just about to come over me, and I saw boards in the water, and I cried out to God, take me from here. I do not want to die this way. And then I woke up. God bless you, Debbie. Okay, so this is lengthy. Of course, we talk in the middle of it. So, plain and simple, we have a tsunami coming. There are tsunamis coming. Now, these might be 2 isolated events. You're going to see the tsunamis that take place if the elitists get tired of waiting for God to do his pole shift. Jesus comes and calls a pole shift. They're just going to blow up these nuclear bombs in the oceans, in the Atlantic Ocean, and cause the water to come towards the East Coast, where New York's at. So, or this is going to be a situation where pole shift takes place. And the pole shift, man, you can go north to south. You got continents moved all over the place. It depends where God's going to move these continents. So, you don't know. I've had people with dreams that they are in states that are surrounded by states. There are no bodies of water, like big bodies of water, not lakes or swamps. I'm talking big bodies of water, oceans, that are anywhere near them. But yet, they looked outside their house, and there's an ocean within a mile or 2 from their home. They can see this big ocean. How the heck does that happen? Pole shift. If the continents break apart, guess what? Now you're sitting there. You might be sitting right at the coastline of that pole shift, and things break apart, and things start moving. You're sitting there right at the edge, and of course, water's splashing everywhere as things are going in different directions. And if you're sitting at the edge of that continent where it's split, you're going to see a body of water a mile from your house that wasn't there the day before. It's weird. Pole shifts are weird, but actually, it haven't happened here in a long time. But we're overdue, way overdue. But I don't think that's going to happen until the rapture of the church. Jesus returns at the pole shift. I totally believe it, because the earth's going to get excited and it sees Creator coming. Because the earth knows, man, I'm going to be redeemed soon. I'm going to be redeemed. The earth's going to start dancing, shifting everywhere. It's going to mess everybody up. It's going to mess everybody up, because that whole situation is just going to mess up everybody's heads. Everybody's going to get taken out of their norm, and it's going to force everybody to look up. Jesus will come forth, going to grab the bride, take them out, and as he takes them out, he's going to be looking at everybody else as he goes away. He's like, I'm coming back for you, but take this time now to look around, and take this time now to realize you need to look up at me and stop looking to your TV sets and your governments, towards your husband and your wife and your kids and your best friend and your beer and everything else in this world that's not me, and try to get all those people and stuff, try to get that stuff to save you, when it's actually me that could save you. So, kind of hard. Kind of hard. But, Jesus knows the end game. Yeah, death is not fun. But you got to realize, from Jesus' standpoint, death in the eyes of the Lord is precious to him. Death of his saints, that is precious to him. Those who die and go to hell, no. So, please like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Email me, I need a Bible, at rpb642@gmail.com. It's in the description box below. I think I pretty much covered everything in this dream. So please, comment. God bless you guys. Shalom.